Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski and welcome to another episode of How'd She Do That? And today we're going to make this holiday collection Framelit ribbon card. This awesome card I received from Sami Brown at convention. It was a swap and I totally fell in love with it and knew I had to make one. And actually it was featured at my Do Stamper Stars Camperama. And so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you need is a piece of 5 by 3 1/4 crumb cake cardstock. And then we're going to use the holiday framelits, and these are actually called holiday collection framelits. You get these, let's see, 6 images, and they actually coordinate with the Sensational Season stamp set, and Stampin' Up! Offers them as a bundle, saving you 15% off. But today I'm just using the framelits. We're going to use the gingerbread, we're going to use the tree, and we're going to use the candy cane. We're going to kind of position those kind of near the top, near the top. But actually I recommend that you have your big shot kind of ready. You place everything on there. This is tab 2, and then I have a cutting plate already. And then I'm going to position these again. And if you are worried that they're going to kind of shift a little bit as you put them through the big shot, go ahead and use little post-it notes to just keep them exactly where you want it. I'm going to press down on my sticky part. There we go. Put one more on. Get that one where I want it. And there we go. So then I'll put my top plate on and I'll run it through the big shot. So here I'm just going to pop these off. And there we go. So now we have our little template that we created with our framelits. How cute is that? Okay, so what this is our card base, and it is just a piece of cardstock cut in half, so it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I folded it in half. Next you want to just place this. We're not adhering it yet. We just want to place it and use it to trace our image. Doesn't have to be perfect, because this is our template on where we're going to put that ribbon. Okay, just finishing up here. I'll come in close so that you can see. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some adhesive, and I'm using Stampin' Up's Nude Jumbo Sticky Rounds. These are perfect for this project. They come like this in a package. I think there's 12 in here. Yep, there's 12. So we're going to use 2 of them. We're just going to cut these apart. Alright. So there's 2. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of them in half. There we go. Okay, so we're going to strategically place these over our images that we traced. And the first one, I want to use the whole one. I'm going to put it in the center here over right over the candy cane. Let me come in close so you can see that. So here's what we want to do. We want to pull the white backing off. Now how do I know that? Well, trial and error. When you pull the white backing off, you can still see through the red, kind of clear red, and you can see where to position that. So I'm going to give that a nice little pressing. And then I'll come in a little closer, even closer, so see how you can still see that. If the white backing was on, you wouldn't be able to see that as well. Okay, now I can pull that off. Then we'll take our other pieces and just cover up either side of that, and that will cover the rest of our images. Okay, so here's the last one we'll put on. This covers the tree here. Oh. Got it down a little prematurely. There we go. There, because this stuff is super sticky. Why they call them sticky rounds. There we go. And that seems to cover all 3 of those images really nicely. Alright, so I'm gonna show you one of them, and then I'll show you tips on the middle one as well. So I'm using the Scallop Dots ribbon. This is the chocolate chip, and this is for the gingerbread. So I want to make sure I'm covering up that template that we essentially created with the pencil. So I'm covering that up like that. So you can see I've covered the top of his head. And then I'm just gonna trim this. And this is about 10 to 12 inches. I found works really nice for this gingerbread. It probably has even a little bit too much, but that's all right. And I'll just keep doing that real quick here. It only needs a couple passes. I think we'll get him completely covered. Looks like in 3. Excuse me, in 4. There we go. Now you don't want too much hanging out the side here because you want to make sure that when you cover it back up that these don't hang out. Okay, so now for the candy cane, we're going to rotate white and red and white and red. And this is the 1/4 inch new stitched grosgrain ribbon. So I'm going to start with white. And we'll cover the top. Okay. And then I'm going to rotate with the red. And then I'll just keep doing that all the way down. Okay, so all 3 are covered here. I ended up with, this is the tree, and this is also the scallop dots, just like this, except this is old olive. Okay, so we're ready to add our top layer, but before I do that, I just wanted to show you a few details that I've added. I've used a white gel pen to add some fun little faux kind of stitching look, kind of that, give it that country look. I also added some baker's twine. This is early espresso. It's about 16 inches. And then we're going to do just a little greeting here. And I've already stamped this with tiny tags. And this is real red. I punch it out. I'm going to use glue dots here. I'm going to attach this one to a piece of old olive that I've already pre-punched with the same tag punch. And then we're just going to stick it right here like it's coming out of our little, I think I'll put a glue dot underneath that too. So let's see, this one I'll just take off with my finger because I like to roll these when I'm going to put them underneath a piece of ribbon because I want them a little bit tinier. There we go. There, perfect. Now I've added lots of dimensionals as you can see on the back, and we're going to just put that on our card. Okay. Just like this. Cover up. No one will see what's underneath. And there you have it. What a wonderful card. It's a great use of these holiday collection framelits. And I want to thank Sami Brown for sharing her swap card with me. And be sure to stop by my blog at dostampingwithdawn.com for lots more inspiration and card ideas.